Yogi 2.0. He's going to be sworn in tomorrow. He was elected the leader of the Legislature party. The legislators, the MLAs, elected him as the leader. But what happens to the other leaders? See, the suspense remains. And that is what we are going to talk about here. The inside track right here on NDTV. So let's first talk about the inside track before we get to the suspense. So there is a swearing in which will take place tomorrow. BJP's MLAs elected Yogi Adityanath as the Legislature party leader in the presence of Amit Shah. Amit Shah, remember, was in charge of Uttar Pradesh back in 2014, and he has had this association with the state since then. But the fate of Keshav Maurya is yet to be decided. Maurya was Deputy Chief Minister in the previous government, but he lost his seat. For him, hope floats as Dhami lost his poll but was still named the Chief Minister in Uttarakhand. Sources say that there will be proportional representation in the cabinet, and that will be key, which means that for the population of the OBCs, they will get adequate representation in the cabinet. For the SCs, there will be adequate ministers of the SC community. Sources also say that BJP, and that's the BJP's feeling, that BJP is now becoming a natural choice for all communities. At least that's what their assessment is. The BJP feels that this time around there will be a stress on women representation too, a greater stress on women representation. Yogi is also likely to induct younger MLAs into as ministers. So it could be a younger cabinet of Yogi Adityanath. Many MLCs will be made ministers too. About 45 ministers are likely to be sworn in along with Yogi Adityanath tomorrow. So it's going to be a long affair, 4 p.m. onwards. Sources in the BJP say that all this theory of Yogi and Modi being upset and there being some sort of a tug of war, they are quote unquote completely in sync on cabinet member names. We'll know soon. And the party is clearly playing down any rift in cabinet decision. And now for the suspense. What is the suspense that remains on your screen right now? So we still do not know whether Keshav Maurya and Dinesh Sharma, the two deputy chief ministers who were addressed as deputy CMs today, were seen prominently seated on the stage, will remain deputy CMs tomorrow or not. Dinesh Sharma had not contested polls this time. He didn't contest in 2017 also. He was made an MLC. And Maurya lost his seat from Sirathu, was defeated by Pallavi Patel. Yogi also faces the challenge of a stronger Samajwadi party this time around. And ahead of 2024, with 2 years remaining, UP Vidhan Sabha will see a direct Yogi versus Akhilesh fight, because Akhilesh Yadav has decided that he will remain an MLA and has given up his MPship. There was big gains for the Samajwadi party in the Purvanchal caste mix. So can Yogi Adityanath crack the caste code yet again ahead of 2024 in his cabinet? That is, all of this is a subject matter of suspense, which shall only be revealed tomorrow when the ministers are sworn in. Let me introduce our guest this evening. I have Dr. Priyanka Maurya, is a leader of the Bharatiya Janata Party, who joins us. We also have Professor Bhaskar from the Samajwadi Party. Thank you very much for joining us. I would like to begin with you, Dr. Maurya, first. The Bharatiya Janata Party has taken crucial decisions. Mr. Yogi Adityanath, and this point was reiterated on many occasions, both by him as well as Amit Shah, that this is the return of the incumbent chief minister for the first time in over 3 decades. But will you or will you not agree that there are many challenges lying ahead? To start with, a choice of the deputy chief ministers.
देखिए संकेत जी, challenges तो बहुत सारे हैं और things are going in a very good way. As tomorrow will be a great day for all of us, as we got a good we got good बहुमत हमें बहुत अच्छे तरीके से मिली है, और उसी का सेलिब्रेशन जो हम कल करने वाले हैं, और ये तो कल ही रिवील होगा और आप सबके सामने होगा जिस तरीके से जनता का प्यार और जनता का विश्वास मिला है भारतीय जनता पार्टी को। कल सबके बीच में ये जो ओथ होना है उसमें बहुत बेहतर तरीके से ये सेलिब्रेशन होना है और उसी की तैयारी में हम लोग लगे हुए हैं
जी। एंड यू नो द भारतीय जनता पार्टी हैज इनवाइटेड film stars, CMs, former CMs. It's a stadium full of people, or a groundswell of people that is going to be that people of UP are going to witness. But Professor Bhaskar, Bhuvan Joshi Bhaskar, I want to come to you now. How do you look at this? You know, you gained but not enough to come to power. He is in power, but his seats, Yogi Adityanath and the BJP seats have dipped, and Akhilesh Yadav has decided that he will be inside the Vidhan Sabha. Is this preparation for 2024, Mr. Bhaskar?
We are honored. Firstly, we are honored कि अखिलेश यादव जी के जो बनाए हुए स्टेडियम में ये आज शपथ ले रहे हैं। इससे पता चलता है कि माननीय अखिलेश यादव जी का जो विजन है, माननीय अखिलेश यादव जी को विकास की जो सोच है,
अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी स्टेडियम।
यस नाउ अटल बिहारी, बट ये हमारी सरकार में जब माननीय हमारे मुख्यमंत्री अखिलेश यादव जी थे, उनकी विस्तृत सोच, विकास की जो सोच थी, उसके कारण ये स्टेडियम बना। आज ये हमारे विपक्षियों के भी काम आ रहा है। इससे हम एज ए सोशलिस्ट लीडर हमें बड़ा गर्व का विषय हो रहा है। दूसरा, मैं आपके विषय में कहना चाहता हूं, ये किसी को भी मंत्री बनाए, मुख्यमंत्री बनाए, चाहे इनके 1 दर्जन मंत्री हार गए हो, चाहे इनका एक स्टेट में कप्तान हार गया हो, एक स्टेट में उप कप्तान हो गया, ये इनका विषय है, हमारा विषय नहीं है। हमारा विषय तो यह है कि यहाँ की जो मातृ शक्ति है, युवा है, और यहाँ के छात्र हैं, यहाँ के मजदूर है, किसान है, उनकी आवाज को लड़ने का काम माननीय अखिलेश यादव के नेतृत्व में समाजवादी पार्टी करेगी।
देखिए भास्कर जी, ऐसा है, हार तो आपके स्वामी प्रसाद मौर्य भी गए।
देखिए मैं कहना चाहता हूं, उस हार में और हमारे समाजवादी पार्टी के जीत में बहुत बड़ा अंतर आया। आप एक बहुत सीनियर पत्रकार है साकेत जी, मैं आपको बहुत वर्षों से जानता हूं, और मैं कहना चाहता हूं, देखिए आज हमारा वोट परसेंटेज भी 2.5 गुना हमारी सीटें बन गई है।
भास्कर, द पॉइंट इज, इन पॉलिटिक्स एंड इन लाइफ देयर इज नो स्पेस फॉर कंसोलेशन प्राइसेस। आप हार के भी अपने आप को जीते हुए बता रहे हैं, तो यही थ्योरी मेरे ख्याल केशव प्रसाद मौर्य की भी होगी। दिस इज नॉट शाहरुख खान बाजीगर मूवी, नो, कि आप हार के जीत जाएं।
साकेत जी, लेकिन यह भी बात पक्का है कि इस बार राजनीति शास्त्र के विद्यार्थी होने के कारण मैं कह सकता हूं साकेत जी कि 2 ध्रुवीय पॉलिटिक्स का अगर उदय हुआ है तो माननीय अखिलेश यादव जी के नेतृत्व में उत्तर प्रदेश में पहली बार हुआ है। अगर एक पोल भारतीय जनता पार्टी है तो दूसरा पोल आज आप देखेंगे समाजवादी पार्टी है। तीसरी पार्टी के लिए किसी के साथ एडजस्ट होने की बात तो बनती है, लेकिन किसी पार्टी के पास कुछ चांस नहीं है। तो ये भी एक हमारी बहुत बड़ी जीत है। माननीय अखिलेश यादव जी ने सीटें बढ़ाई है, वोट परसेंटेज।
डॉक्टर मौर्य, your response.
Is this shaping up to be
an interesting contest ahead of 2024 in the Vidhan Sabha?
मुझे तो यही कहना है कि साइकिल की रफ्तार इतनी ज्यादा तेज थी कि प्रदेश से बाहर निकल गई, और कहीं न कहीं साइकिल धराशायी हो गई। जो सबका साथ था, सबका विकास था, जनता ने पूरा जनादेश दिया, और उस जनादेश के आधार पे आज ये सेलिब्रेशन हो रहा है, और कहीं न कहीं जनता का बहुत प्यार और बहुत विश्वास है भारतीय जनता पार्टी।
But I must say congratulations to Dr. Priyanka Maurya that your party has won, and Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath will be sworn in for the second time. Thank you very much.